Thank you so much. Stephen, you're an Edo indigen. Please take, you have the microphone. Go ahead, please.
Thank you very much. I apologize. I've been trying to come up, Gloria, but my network has been bad. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Oh, thank you. Let me thank Parallel Fact for putting this space up. I see all the usual suspects. Thank you for this narrative. There's a gentleman that was just parading so much lies that I struggled not to throw my phone away, you know. I think he spoke before the last speaker. He talked about the civil service Oyeku Center. Let me start with that. So Obaseki has what we call the painter job. He goes to a building, he changes the paint, and he inaugurates it as if he just built a building. The civil service, whatever he commissioned, is literally there. Has been there forever. He went there, painted it pink or whatever color, and put another name on it. And this guy has the temerity to come and gaslight himself. Of course, not people that know what they are doing. You know, Gloria, what's painful is that the gentleman that spoke is not benefiting from this current government. I can even argue it's possible that he voted for Peter Obi in 2023 because out of every 10 people in Edo, 7 voted Obi. So it is very hard to find someone that does support good governance in 2023. Remind me, Gloria, in 2023, 10 years ago or last year, what I don't understand is how you change in less than 12 months, believing in competence, capacity, credibility, believing in consumption to production, believing that we are tired of the status quo. How we voted in Edo and voted Obi, even though the party was not strong. How dare you suddenly make a U-turn? And so because of primordial sentiments of tribalism, you want to mortgage our future? I can tell you for free, it is carnage in Edo. Carnage. Unemployment is through the roof, more than 50%. What do I mean? Every 10 people you see, 5 are unemployed. The remaining 5 are working for themselves. Maybe 4. They want to work for civil service. Out of every 10 homes in Edo, 9 are relying on diaspora remittance. Edo State is one of the most traveled states. I am one of those. We take care of our families through pounds, euros, and dollars. Obaseki contributes 0 to the lives of Edo people. He makes a total of 16 billion every month. That's what they're doing with it. Putting people, paying main entities to go online and parade lies, telling us that APC will take it. So you think you are different from APC? So because APC will take it, you should vote for Asue? Oh my God, Twitter is not fair to us. We can't meet people and talk to them in person.
Maybe
Look, we
that's a
have
good
our
thing.
future to be decided. I know it's a good thing. If not, some of us will go to jail. Look, we have our future before us in 72 hours. It is exactly our future. Ethiopia has done more than I could ever imagine. I saw that today and I was in tears. The party that throw themselves across the country on good governance, I have come to say, this man is our man. In the class of business, I'm a business owner. There's something called recommendation. There's some recommendations you get. It does not matter entirely about you. Your recommendation is powerful. I don't know what you think, but people is 1 in a million in Africa. If you recommend somebody, I will stand by that person. Because Obi is not a thief. That means the person recommended is not a thief. Let us reverse back to Alex Oti, who Obi also recommended. How has he performed in 1 year? How wicked can you be and a top person to say you want any governor to continue?
Stephen?
Where there is no road, where there is river, in fact you need a boat to move in Chile, and need a canoe and a paddle. Your cars will break down, mechanics are laughing to the bank because everybody's car breaks down. Your shocks cannot last more than 6 months. I don't know if you own a car, it takes a lot to maintain it. I don't know if you own school, but everybody goes to private school. I don't know if you're wicked enough to send your child to schools without desk, without writing materials. He said, I do best.
Thank you,
What a
Stephen.
joke. Please, I would like to round up here. In fact, I don't want to round up because of you.
The only reason, well, part of why I'm also, I think,
is the best chance we have. It's not a joke. There is no return of these 72 hours. Take your mother, your father, your enemy. to the police stations. And when you vote, stand there and defend it with your life, because your life actually depends on it. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Stephen. Can I get another Edo indigene? Indicate with an emoji, please. Not just the hand raising emoji, but indicate with any emoji. If you're an Edo indigene, I want you to get priority of the microphone today. Otherwise, I'll go to the next person. Okay, Nicholas, you have the mic. Nicholas, can you hear me?
Yes. Hello. Good evening, all.
Good evening.
Hi. First of all, I would say I'm half caste Edo and I'm half caste Igbo. All right. Because why would I say so? I was born in Edo State. I studied there. I lived there all through my life. I've heard a lot of speakers come up to with different views about who should vote based on their candidates, and but I would say personally, I would say I'm kind of disappointed with some of the views we have shared, or some people actually like the likes of Godwin, if I got his name right, stating some achievement, and just like say you paid salary, you call that achievement. Anyway, with the present state of the country, you say we glorify everything, but leadership has moved on. Why would I say so? I've lived in Edo State. I lived in Edo State before I moved out of the state. I was born there. I studied in St. Paul Minor Seminary, to be precise. So I know Edo proper. It's a shame that every 4 years we just keep beating around the bush. We keep doing the same thing and expect something miraculous to happen. When are we going to move away from this primordial sentiment of we have this, will I say, I wouldn't call it a Stockholm syndrome or something, but something far worse than that. That we get so attached to stupid things. Sorry for my French, right? We get so attached to things that are irrelevant. We don't want to look through the prism to actually scrutinize these individuals, what they have done, where they are coming from, who they are selling to us. Then make our own decision who we think will be the best candidate. Godwin, for example, was saying the reason why he wouldn't support, or the Edolite don't support Olumide Akpata, is because he's from Edo Central. And I think so, if I heard him right, that was the biggest mistake. But having lived in other parts of the world where I've seen people who are not indigenous or who are not probably from that country, probably they are immigrants who have eventually become integrated into the society. You see the same countries allowing these people to be in position of leadership. Why? They're not looking at your skin color or your tribe or your religion. What they are looking at is what value have you got to offer us? It's a shame that in Nigeria of today, we still look at people based on tribe, based on religion. We don't look at the stuff, just like the last presidential election that passed, all right? We Nigerians, or we as citizens, we do not know the power we hold. We do not really value, we do not really know the power we have in our hands. Hello, can everybody hear me? Hello?
Yes, I can. Yes.
So my point, in essence, I don't want to take so much time, is we shouldn't judge people. We shouldn't look at these people that come out every 4 years or after 8 years to say they want to be our leader because this person is selling them to us. We should be able to make our own informed decision by actually scrutinizing these individuals based on their antecedents, based on what they've done in the past, or who they've been with, where they've done. Because, okay, for example, the last debate they were meant to have, the two candidates didn't turn up, the one from the PDP and the APC. And I believe every person here, if you've got kids or before you went from primary 1 to primary 2, or you wrote an exam. Nobody would just move. Nobody, or wherever you're working now, nobody employed you without you sitting at having an interview done. So if those who are going to be in Hem of Affair in Edo State decided that the Edolites not worthy of them coming before them to explain, to speak to issues that are very important. Instead, both of them are squabbling or fighting over who is to sign a peace accord. You arrested my person. But those things are secondary. Or they're not even secondary. They're not even tertiary issues. The primary issue was speaking to those who had to vote. That tells me probably probably I've come to my own conclusion. I don't think there's election coming up on the 21st of this month. It's going to be by the vote cast at the polling booth. Probably these guys already have their tallies, and it's a question of who is going to outdo each other. But however, that being said, I'm still a believer of hope or faith. I believe if really the Edolites come out on that very day, vote, cast their vote, stand by their vote, make sure everything is counted, put everything in place, probably take pictures and stuff like that. I believe there is still a hope that something positive might come out of the election. And the best candidate wins. Thank you.
Thank you. Any Edo indigene in the house before I go on to the next speaker? Indicate with any random emoji. Any Edo indigene? Okay, Maine, you have the mic. Maine? Maine, going once, going twice. Being truthful, you have the mic.
Hello, everyone. Greetings once again. This is Goswell. I was removed from the space totally. I don't know why, so I had to come in with my friend.
That was an error. That was an error. Apologies for that. That was a complete error. Yeah.
I was really, really surprised, but it's okay. Okay, thank you very much. Back to today's business. It's really quite shameful that despite all we're going through as a nation currently, I mean the Emilokan syndrome, where that thing has put us as a nation today and the whole nation, everyone in Nigeria, even those living outside Nigeria, we are all suffering because of this. It is my turn. Despite the suffering we're going through right now, some persons are still coming here to tell us that LP shot themselves in the foot by picking someone from a place where certain persons do not want. We are talking about competence, capacity, and credibility here. And you're coming to say it ought to be from this place. You don't even mind if this person can deliver. It is really, really shameful. My idolites, everyone here present, going by the Nigerian election and how some people do, even by the last election, we saw how some persons were shouting that they voted and were not paid. How long are we going to continue like this? Some persons may have collected some amount of money now to be here, to be going from one space to another, selling people that you know they are not competent. And at the end of the day, when you don't get what they promise you, you go back to square zero, or even worse, that way you were. So why not put your heads together and look into the eyes of that person that you know can deliver and tell this person, I am supporting you. When you get there tomorrow, if you don't do well, we are going to vote you out. And if they really know that, yeah, the power belongs to the people, which is where we are currently, they will do the right thing instead of settling, deceiving people because you were promised something. Olumide Akpata is the only right person looking at the whole three people. Is it the APC man that told you he's going to provide you with insecurity that you want to vote for? Is it the Asue that refused to come to debate? Not coming for that debate alone is telling the Edolites, who are you? You were not qualified to ask me questions. You are not qualified to even know what I'm going to do. I just want to get in there and do my mind. That's what it means. Like someone rightly said, you can't get a job without an interview. That's what this is. Come and tell the people what you can do, and you're running away. And because some persons have collected some monies, they are going from one space to another, telling people that this person is the right person for the job. We are in Nigeria today, no single accountability. Because when they get into power, after looting so much, they take their stooge and put it there. They put them there, and nobody is accountable to anybody. And we're saying enough of that trend. Things gotta change. And
Okay.
this Edo issue right now is so important because this is a state you pass whenever you're going to your state. Majority of us, we go through Edo state to get to our states. And it is horrible what we go through going through that road. And now we have someone who can do something. We are saying this is the right person. You are coming to tell us lies and saying they are the best. My Edolites, please don't let anyone deceive you. This is a lifetime opportunity. If you miss it, I definitely going to join you in the suffering, but your suffering is going to be more. So please do all you can to protect your vote. According to the Obiakbo Hitler, where you are genes, where you are
Okay.
genes, follow that vote and make sure it is counted. If they are telling you the beavers or whatever cannot upload, tell them to upload it offline. Let them do
Thank
it
you.
offline. And whenever they turn on the beavers, your result will be there. Thank you very much. I yield.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's not call names. I
Sorry,
appreciate you
can
being
you
so
allow me, please?
passionate. But let's please resist calling names. Tosin, I think you already
Yeah,
went.
I just want to say
Please, I want
something.
to hear from
Am I
people who
allowed or
haven't
no?
spoken. Okay, you have 30 seconds, Tosin, and then I have to take another
Okay,
speaker.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
My question to the person that said it is a turn of the central Edo Central is, and he said that LP failed to listen to the voice of. When did they do the meeting in the Oba Palace, and they now agree and said it is the turn of the Edo Central. This is how people put people in pain, and like we are suffering in the country today. Edo Light, open your eyes and ensure that your vote counts. Vote Barrister Olumide Akpala. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, official Edo or Saz, I'm going to bring you up. You have Edo in your name, so I'm assuming that you're representing Edo. Ehimagi, can you hear me? If so, you have the mic. Ehimagi. Okay, somebody, go ahead, please. Somebody, you have the mic. I guess you're not ready
Yeah,
to
can
go.
you take one speaker? Then I'll come in. I want to find a place to
Okay,
sit here.
all right. Osaro, you have the mic. Osaro, you have the mic. Guys, please, when we call you, if you don't answer, we'll remove you so that we can take other speakers. And we're actually wrapping up. This started off a little slow, but now we have a lot of speakers and we're trying to accommodate as many as we can. Rare Gem 2, are you ready to speak? If so, you have the mic. Rare Gem 2, you have the mic. Okay,
Yes. Good evening, everybody.
please go ahead. Good evening.
Okay. Alpha, thank you for this opportunity. My Edo people, I beg. I don't the now since. I'm from Delta. I passed through that road last week. I cried. I spent the whole day on the road. It's a shame on PDP and APC. The way forward is Lumide Akpata. I'm an ardent obedient for Nigeria. I keep saying it. God blessing me, God helping me. All past governors must go to jail. They are enemies of the state. They are evil. Obedient came and changed the narrative. Sorry, Obi came and changed the narrative. All what Abure is doing is just a scam. Thank God they've thrown him out. Please, Saturday, my Edo people, Akpata is the way forward. He's the best among them. We know what he did when he was in NBA. From his campaign, you can see his antecedents. I follow him in and out every day. I'm in Lagos, but I enjoy him day and night. You get? I do my bit. So Edo people, please, those in diaspora, I know I can do it. We have to mobilize. In fact, I so much believe Akpata for the do or die. You get?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very
Okay.
much. Sam B, are you
Yeah, I'm
ready?
ready.
Okay. So we're wrapping up the space now, and as a result, please, I have to time everybody 2 minutes just so I can take as many people as possible. But we have to wrap up. Go ahead, Sam B.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you very much. I just want to say, the elections on Saturday. Um, for those of you who have made up your mind for your candidate, please go out and vote. For those of you who are still undecided, um, based on my own explanation, you can make up your mind. Looking at the three candidates, uh, looking at the three Yeah, looking at the three candidates, I would just take out the APC candidates because there's nothing to speak about on the candidates, and also the party has done very badly federally. So I'm not going to talk about the APC candidate. Then let's talk about the LP candidate and the PDP candidate. The PDP candidate is riding on the I guess, on the achievement on the existing PDP government, and also on his own personal profile, what he has done for himself. And the LP candidate also is also riding on the profile of LP governor, and currently we have one in Abia State, and perhaps on his personal profile. So now let's examine. Let me, based on those 2 points, let's examine it. First and foremost, Peter Obi is not on the ballot in Edo State. And people in Edo State will be the one voting in Edo State. And I, as Edo resident, I can tell you what this government has done for me. I mean, it has done, I benefited, and some of the things he has not done that I think whoever is the next governor need to do on. First and foremost, is the health insurance. My mom is a retiree in Edo State. She has free health care. And anytime I go to the hospital, she uses Edo specialist. Anytime I go to the hospital, she gets free health care as per registration, drugs. I think we pay just sometimes 1,000 or 2,000 for drugs. And for Agogo, we paid I think 20% or 30% thereabouts. I can't remember the percentage now. That is revolutionary in Edo State in terms of having insurance and not being able to pay from out of pocket. Another thing he has done is I I wasn't around in Edo State. I processed my C of O of my house of my landed property from outside the country. I never had one-on-one contact with them. They asked me to bring this, bring that, and that was within 6 months. I got the C of O of my landed property. That has never happened before. My last visit in May, I discovered the road to my house has been paved, and the major road to connect the road to my house, which is the Iriri Road, has been constructed to Saple Road. Um, What other things? Edo Best, I mean, I don't have kids in Edo school, so I can't tell how effective Edo Best is. But most of the testimony from Edo Best, and we've also seen state governors, countries, Rwanda coming to look at the model and how effective the model from the World Bank is in Edo State. I have seen that. Secondly, he has done is the prompt payment of salary. Yes, every worker is due for his wages, but unfortunately, some of you, your states, has not really proved that. Has not really proved that he has done very well in that. I have friends in the civil service. Anytime I visit their office, I say, "Ooh, Meanwhile, they are abroad self. I feel like, man, these guys they are not far from what I enjoyed. He has done
Your friends in Edo State,
civil service in Edo State.
or rather
Yeah,
civil service. Okay,
I'm
so
coming.
is Aswell
Yeah.
okay? Can we get to
Oh,
Aswell?
sorry. I,
Yeah.
I just keep talking about boss. Okay, okay. So, what he has not done is sometimes if I want to visit my village, although I know it's not his fault, but as a governor, you should use your influence to get the federal government to fix the road, or you can fix the road partially. I think the government did not do that well. Okay, let's get to the candidate Aswen. Now, Aswen as a legal professional, Igodaro as a legal professional in all scale, Aswen defeats Olumide in all scale as a private legal professional, as a legal professional. Both of them as the practice in the chamber. Bawo and Igodaro legal chamber super have more success story than Olumide success story. In terms of being effective in the legal world, Aswe has even added more positions that Olumide is even trying to obtain, to get to. And you can compare them. I mean, Olumide is, I think, he just crossed 50 or 40 something, and Aswe is 65. So in terms of age, they are not mates. So perhaps that's why he has exceed Olumide in all area of private legal practice in whatever field they are. Of course, Olumide cannot stand before Aswen and not call Aswen my senior colleague in all aspects. I have no too much. I'm not going to come here and say, okay, Olumide is a bad candidate. No, it's not a bad candidate, but you cannot compare him with Aswen in any indices. However, as somebody said, politics is not just about competence. There are some sentiment that comes in. I heard some people are saying, "Oh, people are talking about competence." Yes, I just told you about in their legal profession, you can see their competency and what they have done. And some of you that are talking, you are DEI employee in your company because they want fairness, justice, and equity. Nobody should be left behind. If it is so, they'll keep employing Oyibo, Oyibo, Oyibo. You will never have opportunity in where you are now. But they said, no, we can get a competent person from the black man. We can get a competent person from a woman. Some of you are ladies and you are in that board of directors. You are in that council because you are a lady. Does that mean you are not competent? You are competent, but they still consider your gender. So, guys, let's not just come out, blah, 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 say, oh, competent, competent. Yes, competent, justice, and fairness, and all. Even Peter Obi we are talking about. Do you know some of us supported Peter Obi because of equity? Do you know that? Afenifere should tell you why they supported him. Do you know some of us supported him because he's youthful? I mean, he's younger compared to other candidates. I'm, of course, he's competent. There's no doubt about that. He's competent. So there are so many factors when you are considering somebody to hire. It's not just competent,
Okay.
competent, competent, competent. No, guys, that
Okay.
is how the war is peaceful. That is the reason the war is peaceful
Thank you.
and the war move around. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Osaro. You guys, I'm really sorry. I don't think I'll be able to take everybody. But Osaro, please go ahead. You have 2 minutes.
But that's good evening, everybody. But that's been unfair. This guy that just spoke when you said 2 minutes spoke for 6 minutes. I was timing him and also laughing at his. So how do you want me to rebut in 2 minutes?
But when you came up the first time, when I called you the first time, you didn't respond, and now we're running out of time.
Now this is the first time I'm raising up my
Well,
hand.
well, defend your own candidate. Don't worry about you can respond to him, but defend your candidate. Let's focus on that, please.
Of course, I'm not going to respond to him, but I'm going to rebut most of the things he said. You know, I find it funny that
You have two
yeah,
minutes.
but 2 minutes wouldn't be enough though. Well, it's fine. Um,
Okay.
um, good evening, everyone. Like I said before, on Saturday is election. Um, as I speak to you, there are trailer load of security men entering Edo State. So go out there and vote. And if you choose to stay behind because you have the time, because you have the passion. Please do so. Nothing's going to happen. This is a do. There's a reason it's called a do state, and we are the children of the red soil. Please come out and vote. I do understand, like most of the communities I have visited, I have been hearing talks of equity, fairness, and justice. I laugh. Now, my mom is from Oredo local government. Maybe a lot of you do not know. And inside that Oredo, right, we are from Ward 2. Ward 2 is divided into different sections. The GROA, where you have the government house, and we have Iyekogba, which my mom is from. Iyekogba, as its name implies, is back of the Ogba River, because we have an Ogba River, right? Now, across that Iyekogba, we have 52 communities. And inside that 52 communities, I can tell you, there is no development. The only partial development Iyekogba have seen since 1999 democracy was when Chief Lucky Gbenedion opened up Iyekogba housing estate. That's the only development Iyekogba have seen. Whatever Iyekogba have achieved today is based on individual effort, contributions, and donations. You talk about Edo Best. Have you gone to Iyekogba? Inside Oredo, when you hear Oredo, the name Oredo, it is that Benin city, right? And Iyekogba has been agitating for their own local government, in case you do not know. So when you talk of equity, fairness, it's not just about tribe, okay? You understand? So
Okay.
So Edo Best, Edo Best, Edo Best. You can check my timeline. Just write Edo Best. You're gonna see Edo Worst. Okay? And you talk about, Lumide's law firm, Templars, that he cannot match Banwo and Igodalo. Who said so? Olumide has achieved so much in the legal profession that he attained the height to become the Nigeria Bar Association president, even when he was not a son. So how come Igodalo, that is 65 years of age, and Olumide, who is just 51, that will be 52 by October, how come he became an NBA president? And Igodalo, okay, if it's no match for him, why didn't I was at NUJ for that debate? Why didn't your so-called 1,000 CV man? Why didn't show up? Because he knows Olumide will punch him below the belt. Well, there's no problem. It's just 2 minutes, so I just have to go. If there was more time, I would have been able to drill this man. No problem. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Osaro. And we're also extending, as we wrap up, we're extending our platform to all candidates. If you would like to engage citizens directly, please send us a DM or email us info@parallelfactsnews.com. Again, that email address is info@parallelfactsnews.com. I really wish I could accommodate everybody. I'm so sorry, but we have to go. But I will say this in closing. Please note every vote counts. Okay, elections are not officially decided until all votes have been cast and counted. No matter the speculation or pre-election sentiments, the actual outcome depends on the votes that are cast on election day. Every single vote matters, and they could be the difference that tips the scales. Please, there's power in participation. It's all about collective action. When people choose not to vote because they think the outcome has been predetermined, they surrender their voice. When you participate, you reinforce the democratic principle that the people are the ones who decide who governs. Don't let any sentiment out there dissuade you or any propaganda. Democracy thrives on your participation, and a low voter turnout will actually weaken the process. At the very least, they will know your voice is loud. So please go out there, support your candidates. We wish you all the best, and may Edo State win at the very end. Thank you all. The conversation can continue in the comment section. Please remember we're at Parallel Facts on X. If you're not following us, go ahead and do so right now. We will give you all the information, all the gist as it's coming. No watering down. We give it to you raw and direct. Also go on our website, parallelfactsnews.com. That website again is parallelfactsnews.com. And you can get full details on all the stories out there. We also have a WhatsApp page. Make sure you subscribe to it. You can see that on our website. And we're also on TikTok. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. Just search for us, The Parallel Facts or Parallel Facts. Thank you all so much. Thank you for a great space. Sorry again if I couldn't take everybody. We will do this more often, and we appreciate you all. Wonderful turnout. Have a great night.